Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam alayka ya Rasulullah. Dear brothers and sisters, this is your brother Wajihuddin. We begin with praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful and the most gracious. We ask Allah to send His peace and blessings upon our noble Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Once again, this is your brother Wajihuddin on behalf of Dur Hospitality Company for Ar-Rahman Guest and Travels. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's great to have you all back. Good to see you all back. Hope you and your family is all doing well. We are going to be continuing our session on preparing for Hajj. Today's session is going to be all about the itinerary. Inshallah, we will continue talking about how it all is going to be looking going ahead in the next coming days as you prepare for the Hajj for the 2025 season, inshallah. With that, I'm going to start off today's proceeding by just going through a little bit of our videos that we have been collecting so that this inspires us for staying on throughout these sessions. All right, so with that, we'll go ahead and get started with a couple of housekeeping notes in here. Keep your such questions related with the itinerary topics that we are going to be covering. Post your questions at the end of the sessions I'm going to cover, and any questions related to fiqh or manasiks of the Hajj should be asked during the religious sessions planned next week, inshallah. Inshallah. And just a quick reminders to have these in a file. We have gone through these last week. The valid passports, green card, if applicable, copy of your Hajj visas if you have received. We have been, hearing that all of our Hujjaj has received the visas. There are a very few who are yet to be issued the visa. Inshallah, in the next few days, those people should also be getting the visa issued soon. Airline tickets have started getting issued as well. I'm hearing a few of our group members have received the airline tickets. If you have not received it, do not worry. You will also be getting this issued in next 7 to 10 days, inshallah. As for the vaccinations, we ask that you complete the vaccinations, and if you have already got it, keep the proof of vaccination ready. A copy of that available in your file. Copy of the Nusuk email confirmation, copy of the Hajj itinerary from the Nusuk account, as well as the emergency contact numbers that is required. This we have gone through it. Just wanted to reiterate that one more time so that you have all of this ready in your file. All right, we go into the Hajj itinerary in step by step. A lot of things are going to happen in the journey to Hajj, beginning from the departure from your gateways. We expect that our group to have our first of our group members starting from their gateways on 5/22, which is May 22nd, and the arrivals to begin in Jeddah or in Medina, depending on where their flight landing is, starting in May 23rd. The hotel room check-in, we'll talk about that one. That also the period of Medina stay starting in 5/23. Your stay in Medina, we'll go through those. Almost all our packages is for 4 nights, and we all start our journey from Medina. Departure from Medina to Mecca, we expect that first of our pilgrims to come out from Medina and head towards Mecca on May 27th. Hotel room check-ins in Mecca starting on 5/27. That's the first of the pilgrims coming in. We expect that the last of the pilgrims to come in and check into Mecca on the June 3rd. All of the stay in Mecca during that time is going to be in the period of 527 to 63. Departure to Mina is going to commence on the 8th of Dhul Hajj, which is going to be falling on June 4th. Stay in Mina is going to be either in Al Muasim camp or in Majar al Kabsh. It's either going to be June 4th, it's going to be from June 4th to June 8th, and we are going to depart to Arafat on the June 5th, and then also move on from there to Mustalifa on the same day after Maghrib. We'll talk more in details. And to departure to Mina on the June 6th. We expect everybody to be in taking a trip to Mecca and back to Mina between June 6th to June 8th. And at the end, we will be departing back from Mina to Mecca on June 8th. That's the end of the Hajj. The pilgrims are going to continue to stay in Mecca for between June 8th to June 16th. First of the departures is going to commence from Mecca to Jeddah on June 9th. In the end, everybody is going to return back, inshallah ta'ala, at the end of their stay in Mecca to the journey back to their destinations. All of these steps we will be covering shortly in step by step as I go through the next of the couple slides. Just wanted to quickly introduce myself and my our teacher Abu Muhammad Al Maghribi. As for me, my name is Wajiuddin. As you all know, I have been working with you all. I will be your point of contact from the Ar Rahman Guest Group. We have been officially been recognized as the group guides for the entire group that we are going to be assisting with throughout the Hajj journey. My role is going to be providing guidance, support, and assisting throughout this Hajj journey, including the logistics, communications, and addressing any issues that may arise, ensuring a smooth coordination between the pilgrims and then the Dur hospitality during their stay. Our teacher, Abu Muhammad Al Maghribi, is going to be the Imam and teacher, looking forward for his religious guidance and spiritual mentorship for the Ar Rahman Guest Group. Throughout, we will be conducting knowledge sessions on Hajj rituals and fiqh. He is, as you all know, is fluent in English, Arabic, and French, and also having multiple dialects in Arabic. As I mentioned, these guides assignment has been completed. We have sent this back to Dur with the assignment of the guides. You will find either my name or Abu Muhammad Al Maghribi's name assigned to you, and that's going to be coming through Nusuk. Even though you may have Abu Muhammad Al Maghribi as the guide, for all purposes, I will be your point of contact for communications and addressing any issues that may arise throughout the journey from starting now or even coming back from Hajj. So just want to give a quick introduction. Wait for the official assignment to happen from Nusuk. You will be notified of this one as the assignment gets completed. Just wanted to make sure that we introduce ourselves and then the guides for the Hajj. If you are still part of our group but have also provided your information, I know a few of our members have provided their information to another group, and if that has happened, then you would be in that group. However, you are going to be still, free to seek assistance from us, and we will be ensuring that you are coordinating with them and getting what you need for your group assignments that is going to be provided by Dur. We'll begin with the departure flight. Every package and every country has its own departure gates, gateways. So what I ask is that you plan to be at the airport early. Allow sufficient time to check in as the international flights are almost always full. Now, when you come in there, most of you may take connecting flights. Make sure that your connecting flight arrives at least 6 to 7 hours before the departure time of the Hajj flight, of your package flight. This gives you sufficient time, and my advice is actually 24 hours. If you can do that, that will be great. But if you cannot, then at least that 7 to 8 hours, gap should be there so that there is sufficient time for you to check out from the domestic flight and then go into the international airports or international flight check-in, and be there at least 4 hours before at the check-in counter. You will begin your journey from the gateways, ensuring all your travel documents and essentials are ready with you. Tag all your luggages. We will be providing with the Dur Hospitality Services tag. I'm going to be sending that separately out, but if you want, that's a sample that I'm actually putting in here. You will be seeing other people who are also going on Hajj that happen to be on the same flight, and that's great. Get to know them. So you will be going together and landing into the same airports together. We may not be in all the flights as guides, and we may not be in all the gateways as guides because our group is diversified and has multiple days of departures, and we will go through it and multiple gateways. However, we will ensure from the time you check in, from your time of departure to the time of landing, we are coordinating your departure as well as your arrival, whether it is at Jeddah or Medina. So, other guides, as I said, our guides will be at one of the gateways on one of the dates. Either me or Abu Muhammad will be traveling from one of the gateways on one of the days. And as we plan to be with one of those gateways, we plan to see if any of our members could be along with us. We will notify you as to which of those days and gateways we will be there along with you to be in the flight. Regardless, you may still find some other group guides from Dur who also happen to carry other members of their group. And if you happen to see them, introduce yourself and just be part of that group as you go in and take the flight to the destinations. You will be making your way into the destination airports. As all our Dur packages starts in Medina, you will not be making intention for Hajj or putting on ihram, whether you land in Jeddah or you land in Medina. So you do not have to put on ihram or make intention for Hajj. Even if you land in Jeddah, your transportation will be directly to Medina. Just want to make sure that you take note of this one. Once again, reiterating that following your flight schedule, check in for with your flight airlines if there are any delays or any changes in the gateways or the gate itself for your respective flights. If you have any changes to your flight schedule, please notify me so that I am aware of your departure time and coordinate your arrivals at either Jeddah or Medina accordingly. So our packages has multiple arrival points, both Jeddah and Medina. And if you are taking a flight which arrives in Jeddah or Medina, upon arrival, you will proceed through the customs and immigration like anybody else. Immigrations and customs may take time due to the volume of people who are going to be landing at the same time. After your immigration, please collect your passport, documents, green card, and keep it safe. Nobody is going to ask you for holding your passport. And if you have any problems at the point of immigration, notify immediately to your guides so we are aware of what issue is going on at the immigration so we can take necessary actions to help you through the immigration point. After your immigration is done, collect your luggage. You are responsible for your luggage through the customs. Ensure that you are clearing the customs and bringing your baggage. Be aware that there are certain medicines that you want to make sure that has proper documentation with it being carried. Saudi Arabia is very strict as it comes with any of the drugs and you know counterfeits that may be going through their customs. Make sure that you have sufficient documentation for the medication that you are going to be carrying. Report any loss of luggage in the custom hall before exiting. Make sure that you get a copy of the report, and they should be taking care of the lost luggage, also with the airlines with which you actually came through. As you exit out of this, after collecting your baggages, you will be looking for the Nusuk kiosk, something that I have actually shown on the screen, looks something like that. You will be meeting this representative. They are, most of the time, they are fluent both in English and Arabic. He or she will be able to guide you to the Dur representative. If you see something, what I am showing you on my screen, if you see one of them, that represents that he is a Dur representative. The Dur representative will make arrangements for bus transportation or guide you to the Hermine high-speed train if it is part of your package that you have purchased, depending on what's available when you arrive. Uh, your flight timing may vary depending on when your next Hermine train Hermine train schedule is. You probably will have to wait. Likewise, the bus transportation is all going to be done as a group. So you will likely be spending time for the entire group to be formed together to be transported by bus. During that time, if the time permits, you can get some money exchanged at the money exchange booths. Uh, expect delays, brothers and sisters. You need to have patience during this period of time. I understand it's going to be a long journey coming in from all the destinations from North America and Europe. Uh, expect delays in customs, expect delays for your transportation. But as the bus transfer from Jeddah to Medina will be along with the others coming in from the same flight as a group, uh, regardless of which guide you are associated with, whether me, Abu Muhammad, or some other guide from the other groups, you will be grouped together and transferred by the bus to Medina. That's for the pilgrims coming into Jeddah. It is the same case when you also arrive into Medina. You will still go through the customs, you will go through all these steps that I mentioned, except that you don't take an Haramain train in Medina because every pilgrim who lands into Medina will be transported to the hotel by buses. Still, you will be asked to wait for about 40, 35 people to be grouped together to be sent in the buses. So that's the process. Just wanted to make sure that you are aware of this one and take note of the time it may take. But you have to wait. As I said, have patience, please. Here's how the hotel check-ins for our group, and this is all the hotels that most of our pilgrims will be staying. If you see this schedule, our dates in Medina starts in May 23rd and goes all the way from the last check-in that's going to be happening on May 31st. Those are just the number of pilgrims that we have who will be checking in different dates into different hotels. Me and Abu Muhammad will be frequenting between these hotels just to make sure that you are checked in, you are comfortable, and we are ensuring that when it is time to check out, we will be reaching out to these hotels so that you are comfortably being checked out of the hotel. As the hotel check-in, we'll talk about a little bit more about that one in the next slide. Uh, but do expect that these are some of the hotels between which me and Abu Muhammad will be frequenting. These are all very close by in Medina, and I'm going to show you that in the upcoming slides. And here we go. So if you look at the map that we are seeing in here, in the center is the Prophet's Mosque, Masjid al-Nabawi. And if you look at all our Hotel Aqiq is just, these are all walkable distance. And this is probably the farthest one. And even this is like maybe a 5-minute walk to the gates of the Masjid al-Nabawi. And make sure that, when you go in, you are taking note of the gate number, and as you walk in, it's one way just straight into the Masjid Al Nabawi, and you should be able to get in one of those gates. All around, there are gates. It's not that you have to go through one gate, but every hotel, when you come towards the masjid, will have a gate through which you can get inside of the masjid. This is the courtyard that you are seeing around. That's the main building that we have inside. You can make note of the gates names that we have in here, but also the gate numbers that will be put outside from the gates that you enter in. I'll talk a little bit about that one in the next slide. But this is just a general idea as to see where the hotels are all located, how the landscape looks like inside of Medina. And that's Masjid Al-Baqi Cemetery. And you will be paying a visit in there as well, just to show you the layout of Medina. Hotel room check-in, and first to begin with, all hotels have either a double bedroom, a triple bedroom, or a quad occupancy room. If it starts with double standard beds, two beds separated out, and additional beds will be in triple and quad occupancy. They are most of the time cots or beds, but I have not seen anywhere, like a rollaway beds that are there. But there are pretty solid beds that are, normal, but they are like single beds that are laid out inside of a room for quad. The hotel check-in for both Mecca and Medina is 5 p.m. If you arrive early in the morning, you will still have to wait because that's the standard check-in time at the hotel. You will be coming into the hotel straight in. You will probably be provided with some refreshment. Have to wait in the lobby until the check-in time of 5 p.m. Before that, we have made arrangements for your room assignments that has been shared with Dur based on your preferences. I have already shared based on the package selection, based on the room selections. That information has been shared. Some of you have asked for double room upgrades. That also has been shared. We have to wait for more time for the upgrades to happen. But just so you know that those allocations has happened, we want to make sure that when you come in, the rooms are available for you to check in at the check-in time of 5 p.m. Now, this time could vary due to a lot of people that are checking in, checking out. When you arrive early, as I said, you have to wait for the room because people, when they check out, they may not be checking out all at the same time. People do take time to check out, and the rooms needs to be clean, prepped up for the next guest. So please have patience as all of this is getting ready for your check-in at whether it is Medina or Mecca. We will do our best to speed up the room availability and keep you comfortable during the wait time. As I said, I have already shared that one. And from my experience, I expect that there are going to be delays. So please have patience. Room availability, as I said, can be delayed due to previous guest checkout and cleaning and all that happens. Regardless, we have actually provided, based on your room configurations of the package, we have completed the allocation. I cannot share as to who your roommate is going to be due to the privacy issues. We will wait until the time of your check-in, and we are all brothers. And the men's is of course going to be men if that's how your package is. But if you are a family, then you are going to be with the family. Uh, uh, that's the way the room allocation has been done. One quick note, people who have asked for the room upgrade, if it is in Makaram Ajiad, there is very highly unlikely that you will be able to upgrade your room from quad to double. All the rooms in Makram Ajiad is full at this point of time. So that's one thing that I know for sure. Makram Jihad is actually full. So if you are in a quad occupancy and you are looking for an upgrade in the hotel of Makram Jihad, then that hotel has reached its full capacity with little room for any upgrades to happen. So that you are just well prepared on this one. That's the information that I have to share. All right, we continue to stay in Medina, and here are some things that we can do. After you check in at your hotel in Medina, we advise that you take some time to relax and settle in. After the long journey that you come in, it is time for you to have a good relaxation and settle in. Get familiar with the directions to the Masjid al-Nabawi and how you return back to the hotel. As I mentioned, make a note of the gate number. You can see on every gate something like that to the courtyard entrance. You and your roommate who are together with you, or your family members who are with you, make sure that you know where to meet in case you are lost. Men are going to be praying separately, and the women are going to be in a separate area. A lot of people will be there, so chances of you missing out is high. Um, so just want to make sure that in case you want to meet back, you know which way you came in and which way you are going to return back to the hotel, and the gate number through which you want to go back, so that you know how to return back to your hotel. Initially, this is going to be one of the challenges that I have seen many people phase. So this is one thing that I would ask, that first thing that you do is familiarize yourself with the directions to the Masjid al-Nabawi and return to the hotel and the gate numbers to the courtyard of Masjid al-Nabawi. Make sure you attend daily prayers at Masjid al-Nabawi. As our Prophet ﷺ said, one prayer in this mosque of mine, that is Medina, is better than 1,000 elsewhere, except the sacred mosque in Masjid al-Haram, which is like 100,000 more. So make sure that you attend daily prayers. It's walkable distance. You can come out and then easily go in within minutes inside of the Masjid al-Nabawi. And during the time, make sure that you attend religious lectures in the hotel. We will make arrangements for some lectures and classes to be held in one of the hotels so that you can all gather in here, learn about the rituals and fiqh of doing the Hajj, and be well prepared to go into Hajj and learn about the Masjid al-Nabawi, and then the about learn about our prophets stay in the Medina and things and so forth. When you get time, also you will be visiting Jannat al-Baqi either as a group or independently. Again, it's walkable distance just on the side of Masjid al-Nabawi. And we will be visiting Rawda Riyad al-Jannah in Medina. We will be doing this as a group. You can also, however, do this on an individual basis. You will need to book a permit using the Nusuk app, and that Nusuk app is the app that you have. You will be needing the visa number, and if you have already received one, create an account, log into there, and when we come close to the time of arrival in Medina, I'm going to guide you as to how you can reserve yourself as part of going into Rauda for praying in there. Uh, the the admission into the Rauda is only strictly allowed by the time of your appointment. They would not allow otherwise if you have missed that appointment time. That's very strictly enforced that I have seen. There will be a guided Ziyara tour of historical sites such as Quba Masjid, the first mosque that was built by our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and Mount Uhud, the site of the famous Battle of Uhud, and many other important landmarks in Medina. As a group, we will be going on the Ziyara tour, and it is going to be different dates based on your departure dates out of Medina and check-in times into Medina itself. You can take some time to purchase dates, oud, thobes, abayas, and gifts. And that's a good time for you to shop around. Do not stress yourself, exert yourself. Want to make sure that whatever you can do it within the periphery of the Medina Masjid is what I ask you to do. One thing that I ask is purchase your ihram clothing belt for men. This is what I had suggested in the previous session about things to carry. Ihram can be bought at Medina, and there are a lot of stores that are available right outside of your hotel, across the streets, and you can pick up any ihram that you want at a good price also. And we can go out together as a group and then make a good deal there for all the men who are going in our group. When you get time, enjoy some local cuisines and shop at the traditional markets out there, but do not stress yourself. One other important thing I wanted to cover was the purchase and activation of the SIM card upon your arrival. That's something that you can do on your day one or two. Um, Whenever you have time, just make sure that you go and activate a phone. This is the means of communication, as I said, while you are in Saudi Arabia. These are all available as kiosk close to the Masjid al-Haram, near Medina, streets around in your hotel, also at the airport, actually. So one of the service carriers that you prefer, or just pick up anything, they are all equally good. For your stay, you will be able to make talk, data, and be able to use that for communication purposes. Of course, you need an unlocked phone for activation of the Saudi SIM card in your phones. Next. While at the Medina, there is going to be this Nusuk card that is going to be available for pickup. This Nusuk card is kind of an identification card for you. It has all the information relevant for the pilgrim. It's going to be something that is going to be issued while you are in Medina, and you will pick it up and have this being carried all the time throughout your stay in Saudi Arabia. As I said, it could be a means of identification, verifying of all the information that is there on your card, on the Nusuk card. I will have your photo, your name, likely the package and contact information. So there is a barcode for that one. Every pilgrim will be issued this card. Most likely, whether if you are in Medina, that's going to be issued. If you miss picking it up in Medina, it's going to be available for you to be picked up in your Mecca hotel. But I think it is going to be issued in Medina hotel itself. After your stay of 4 days, we will be departing from Medina to Mecca. The administration as well as the guidance that is going to be provided by our group leader about handling of the luggage and how we move on to Mecca will be provided. Based on the packages, transportation from Medina will be either by bus or Harmain high-speed train. As per your packages, most of the luxury and some of the premium packages have a Harmain high-speed train through which they will be taken to Mecca. But many others that are, even though their package may call premium, it is going to be through the buses. The guide as well as the Dur representatives will direct you to the appropriate bus based on the destination hotels in Mecca. You will carry your luggages outside to the appropriate bus and ensure it is loaded onto the bus. Keep your valuables documents with you. And in some of the cases, the luggages will be transported in trucks, and I think it's going to be the case also this year. Your luggages will be asked to be put out the night before the departure early in the morning of your checkout time in Medina. And that luggage is going to be transferred by a truck that's going to carry all the luggages and will be dropped to the respective hotels. So when you go into the bus, you'll likely be carrying just like a small roll-on baggage and a backpack that is needed for you for your journey to Mecca by bus or by Harmain train. Uh, so that's what is going to be happening with all the pilgrims who are going to move from Medina to Mecca. You will prepare yourself physically for ihram from your hotel room itself before departure to board the bus or by the train. Remember, we are now, this is the point where we are going to be approaching the Miqat, and men will change into ihram clothes. Women normally will wear their regular ihram garments before departure by bus or train. You will make the intention of the Hajj and Umrah at the Miqat, which is about an hour or 30 minutes or an hour from Medina. Once again, you will be expecting some delays in here as the buses are all going together as a group. They will be forming the buses to depart at the same time, depending on the traffic conditions and all other things that are outside of the control of any one of us. Expect that delays will be there. You will be asked to check out early in the morning. You will be waiting for the buses, and as the buses come in, you'll probably be sitting in the bus for like 30 minutes and an hour before the bus starts moving out from the hotel. Trains actually leave on schedule, so but you will be dropped to the train station much earlier on before the train departure. But buses leave after all the pilgrims have been boarded on the bus. So while we have completed our departure at the hotel, on way to Mecca, buses stop at the Miqat Dhul Hulaifa. That's our point of our Miqat. All men and women will proceed to the Masjid al Dhul Hulaifa. That's the masjid at the Miqat. You will offer 2 rakats of nafil prayers after entering the masjid as a Tahiyatul Masjid. Then you will enter into ihram and make the intention of performing umrah before they leave for Mecca. Pilgrims should recite the talbiyah saying Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. O Allah, here I am in response to your call to perform Umrah. The administration guidance will be provided by our group leader or the bus driver. And here, when you go in, there will be many buses that are going to be parked outside. So please note the location and the bus number that's going to be provided to you by the bus driver. It's important that you are able to find your bus quickly, because anyone who is going to be held back and trying to locate the bus could delay the departure of the entire rest of the people inside of the bus. So help each other by making sure that you have taken note and the directions provided by our group leader or the bus driver. There is nothing more other than putting in ihram, making the intention, and then coming back to the bus. It hardly is a matter of like 30 minutes time that you would probably be spending at Dhul Hulefa. The longer you take, the longer you take your time to get back to the bus, it's going to delay the departure of the bus from this Miqat location to Mecca. Departing by Hermine high-speed train, you will be transported to the train station by the Dur representatives. As I said, carry only the small carry-on baggage. There is restrictions on the luggage on train. Once again, like on the bus journey, pilgrims should already have been wearing their ihram and have their intentions niyyah prepared before or as the miqat is approaching, as it's going to be announced on the train. So it's okay to make the intentions before the train depart, but if you want to do it just before the miqat, you can do so. Wait for the announcement, and that's going to be announced on the way to miqat inside of the train. The miqat point, actually, the point of entry into the state of ihram, is going to be reached within 3 to 10 minutes after boarding the train. So it's better, I would advise that you make the intentions right at the time the train starts. It's going to be, as I said, going to be announced on the train as it approaches. Pilgrims should prepare to make their intentions and enter into the ihram before as the announcement is made. Recite the talbiya, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, umrah or hajj. That will cover more details of this one in our rituals and the fixed session. Upon arrival in Mecca, buses will take the pilgrims to the hotel. It will be somewhere late in the evening or night, depending on the traffic conditions and how quickly the buses have been able to make their way out from the hotel in Medina and from the Miqat and the traffic on the way. Just be prepared for you to be arriving late in the evening or night. This is only the case where you are coming by bus. Room assignments have already been done. We hope to have all the rooms available by that time. You will collect your keys to your assigned room. You will check into your hotel rooms, freshen up, take rest if you are early in there, and put the luggage in the room. My advice is have dinner at the hotel and prepare to go to Umrah. And that's our beginning of our Hajj Umrah. Wait for the group guide to arrange to go to Masjid al-Haram for performing Umrah for the group. If you want to do Umrah by yourself, let the guide know so that we are not going to be waiting and missing you as a group. Advice is to do the Umrah after Isha or late night. As I mentioned before, there are going to be delays that you can expect from the time you departed from Medina to Mecca, and those are dependent on various conditions. Like in Medina, you will probably also be waiting for room assignments. It all sometimes depends on various other factors that are beyond the control of both Dur as well as the guides itself. While you are actually moving in, some of the things that I want you to be aware of as a sunnah and act of doing the tawaf is the ibtidwa of men covering the right shoulder and supplications, engage in prayer throughout the tawaf. Two rakats of the tawaf performed at the Maqam Ibrahim before starting in Sa'i. The Ramal, walking with quick steps during the first three rounds. Some of these that I just wanted to touch base on, but more details will be covered in our Hajj rituals session. These are the hotels that we have in Mecca and the different days in which we'll be checking in. Just to give a little bit of an estimate as to how far you are located from the Masjid al-Haram gate, like in Abdul Aziz gate. It's Al Marwa is just like right at the courtyard. Takes you 3 minutes to just walk in and out. Dar al Manafia is about 20 minutes. Jori al Mashair, generally there is a shuttle that takes you there, but if you walk, it takes you about 20 minutes. Makram Ajiyad is straight down there. It's about 6 minutes. No, you will just walk straight in there. No buildings in between you and the haram there. Makram al Qura, the same wise, it also has a shuttle running. Pulmun Zamzam is also within the courtyard of the Masjid al Haram. Rayan al Mashair is also close by Dar al Manafia. It's about 20 minutes distance from there. Make sure that you take note of the hotels. We will be moving between this hotel to ensure the pilgrims are checked in and are comfortable in their hotel stays. Just a general idea as to how this is all. Those hotels, if you see in here, are all right on the Ajiyat Street. It's one street down there. You will see this Makram Al Qura, Hotel Rayan Al Mashair, Dar Al Munafia, Ajiyad Hotel. You see the Makram Ajiyad Hotel there, Pulmun Zamzam there. I believe also Rotana is around right there in the corner in here. As for this, that is away, Jodi Al Mashar is outside in Azizia. That you will be using the shuttle to come in the morning and then going back. You will not try to come in walking from that Azizia hotel to the Haram. That's the Masjid Al Haram area. All around you will have gates to come in and go out. Just like in Masjid Al Nabawi in Medina, make note of the gates as to which way you are coming in and going out. Important so that you do not get lost from your family members or the group members. A general idea about how the layout is of the hotel in Mecca. That's the Mina and Arafah area where we will be going in on the 8th till the 12th of Dhul Hajj. During our stay in Mecca, here are some things that we will be doing after completing Umrah. Focus on the Hajj preparation, resting and performing additional acts of worship, attend all prayers at Masjid al Haram and continue praying. As I said, each prayer is 100,000 times reward more reward in the Masjid al Haram area. You do not want to miss that one. That's probably the first masjid after Masjid al Nabawi, and any other masjid that can come after Masjid al Haram is the Masjid al Nabawi. That's, you want to make sure that you attend all the prayers are there. You will also plan to purchase your hadi before leaving to Mina, which is before the 8th of Zulhajj. I will send out more details about where to look for the hadi and where to purchase the hadi. You can either book online or you can buy that in person. During this time, study the rituals and procedures of Hajj to ensure you are well prepared for the upcoming pilgrimage. Participate in lectures and gatherings about Hajj to learn from the knowledgeable individuals like our teacher Imam Abu Muhammad al-Maghribi. Prepare for the conditions during Hajj, such as hot climate, potentially difficult conditions in Arafat and Mina. Hajj is going to be physically demanding, so my advice is take some good time to rest and recover as you have come in from Medina to Mecca. As the Hajj begins on the 8th of Zulhajj, you have to be physically prepared to go into the most rigorous days of 8th, 9th, and 10th of Zulhajj. We will be departing to Mina on the 8th of Zulhajj. The uh, the the earliest that we start is right after Fajr. You will be asked to complete your breakfast and then be ready at the hotel lobby. As I mentioned before in our earlier webinars, it's best to take the most compact backpack you can find to pack your items to take to Mina. Prepare yourself physically for ihram from your hotel room before departure. Men will change into ihram clothes and women should wear their ihram garments before departure by bus. You will then perform 2 rakats of nafil prayer, pronounce the new niyyah for the intention of going Hajj, recite talbiyah and enter into the state of ihram. All this you are doing it in the hotel room itself. You do not have to go into the haram area to do the intention. You can do it from your hotel room itself. Buses will pick up all pilgrims from the hotels to depart to Mina camps, Al Muasim or Al Majar al Khabs. You expect delays once again here. Please have patience. You would have been waiting from morning, and it may be like Zohar time, but the buses are arranged. Buses arrive. These buses are arranged by the ministry and depends on many conditions during the Hajj period. And as the buses make their way from Mecca to Mina, there's a lot of traffic congestion in there. So have patience. Make sure that you are well prepared, water, hydrated, and keep yourself busy with the zikr. Here's how the areas in Mina and Muzdalifah are. There is the Masjid al-Haram in here, which is about 2.8 miles to 3 miles located to from Mina, and right around the Mina area is where the Jamrats are, and we'll go about details into this one. But next to that one is Muzdalifah, and away from Muzdalifah is Arafat. That's the farthest distance that you are going to be in. And these are the sites that we are going to be visiting during our stay in Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah for 8th, 9th, 10th of Zulhajj. While we are staying in Mina, when you arrive into Mina, you will be struck by the fact that everything looks almost the same. You must be careful not to get lost. Acquaint yourself with the area around your camp and identify some distinguishing landmarks so you know your way back to the camp. Look at that. This is one area where all are tents. That's it. There's nothing else. No buildings in here. Everything looks same. Every street looks the same. All the tents looks the same. So you need to have a landmark by making note of the camp number, the street that you came out from, the street you're going to get back from, to be well organized. Stay with the group, and if you want to go out by individually, that's okay. But just want to make sure that you take a note of your surroundings so that you can come back safely back to your camps. You will stay in Mina for the full day on the 8th and the part of the following day on the 9th as we prepare to leave for Arafat. After settling down in your tent, you will perform Dhuhr, Asr, and Maghrib and Isha prayers in the Qasr form. You will shorten the prayers as if you were a traveler, and that's on the 8th of Zulhajj. You will spend the night of 8th Zulhajj in Mina in your tents, recite the Quran, proclaim Talbiyah, and make sincere dua on this day in preparation for the next day. Attend lectures in other tents if you feel they may benefit you. There are going to be lectures happening throughout the camps in Al Muasim and Majal al Kabs. Don't spend too much time discussing worldly affairs in your tent. And that's my sincere advice, because you don't want to lose out the blessings of your stay in Mena for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Two camps that we are going to be staying: Al Muasim camp and Majal al Kabs. Al Muasim camp is what is referred as the North American European camp, is located about 2.5 miles away from the Jamrat. It takes almost like 45 minutes to an hour walking one way from Al Muasim camp to Jamrat. There is not going to be any transportation during in here. No transportation is allowed within the borders of Mina during the Hajj days. Therefore, you will be walking to and from Jamrat. Majar al Kabsh is located in a premium location across the Jamrat Camp A area. The allocation of sleeping space in Mina is again dictated by the Saudi authorities. They are typically 4 by 4 meter tents, accommodates about 10 persons in the Majar al Kabsh. These tents are separated for men and women. The accommodations are well furnished in the tents with one folding foam sleeping chair, pillows, bed sheet, and blanket per person, providing extra fans, air conditioning, and installing some cool water mist in the walkways. There are going to be attendants in the washrooms to keep them clean and much more. Uh, there is going to be a little different between Al Muasim camp apart from the distances. It's about the number of people that are going to be in each of the camps. Majal Cup is less crowded, as I think about less than 3,000 people. spread in the two Majalul Kabsh camps that we have, and Muasim camp has many more people than Majalul Kabsh. All the tents are air conditioned. If you look at the top one, that's one of the tents. I believe that's in Majar al Kabsh. That's a tent in Majar al Kabsh. And likewise, it's in Al Muasim. Those tents are all air conditioned. In Mina, it's a full board meal. So you will be served with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stations are set up for respective packages for men and women separately. There is variety of food in the meals. Hot and cold drinks are available 24 hours a day. Tea, coffee stations throughout the camp. Bathrooms are separated for men and women. North American style toilets, ceramic tiles on bathroom floors, handle showers are within the bathroom stalls. Wash basins for washing face and wudu, just like what you see in one of the pictures in here. And you will be provided with beverages throughout the day, so that you are comfortable during your stay inside of Mina camps. Here's how the camps are all located. The furthest, as I said, Al Muasim camp, and I'm going to show the. I think I had the Majar al Kabsh also. That's the Majar al Kabsh, by the way, and those are the Jamrats. The Jamrat, the big Jamrat, the Jamrat al Aqaba in there, the middle Jamrat, and then the small Jamrat in there. About 3 miles journey from the point of Muasim to the Jamrat. There is a tunnel in there, so you make through the tunnel. Extremely crowded at the time of the Rami time of pelting the stones. You will be making your way into the Jamrat as a group, or if you go out as individual. I want you to make some notes of being cautious of the crowding and avoiding the crowds as much as you can during the time of heading out towards the Jamrat for the pelting of stones. And that's the Majar al Kabsh area, and the Majar al Kabsh people. Okay, the difference here is the Al Muasim people will be walking all the way from the Al Muasim camp to the Jamrat, and heading into the Jamrat area for the pelting of the stones. As for the Majal cups, they are like just like stones throw away. But when they come out of their camp for the Jamrat, for the pelting of the stones, they will make their way around in here and go from behind the small Jamrat and make their way all the way to the Jamrat al Aqaba there. And then as you come out, you will head back again to your camps that are going to be in this triangular area. And there are some tents in here that are also part of the Majar Cubs. Just make a note in there. And we'll talk about when we head out to Arafat, the Majal Cups people will come out this way and head out through what we call the escalators up here. There are escalators building on this side and on this side. And as a group, you will make your way to the escalators and up through the escalators through the bridge. And you will make through the bridge walkway. And then as you come through, you will go to the Mina train station 3, which is where you will board the train to Arafat, and then also your return back will be through the same station. People who are closer on this side will make their way through this route, and then they come through this same route back into the train station 3. This is only for Majar al Kabsh people who are going to be using the train services while they are heading towards Arafat, Muzdalifah, and to back to Mina. As for the people in Al Muasim, they will be using the bus services, and we'll talk about that in the upcoming slides. So we depart to Arafat on the 9th of Zilhajj. Early morning after Fajr prayers, pilgrims will depart Mina to Arafat. Carry very light backpack with basic needs like medicine, snacks, water, chargers, etc. Majar camp pilgrims will be led by the Dur representatives to the Mina train station 3, from where we will go to Arafat. Keep on moving with your guide towards the station. You will pass the Jamrat al Aqaba. Train stations will be crowded, and you will be waiting in here for boarding the trains. If you can sit down, that will be great so that you use conserve energy, and then you're not your feet are not going to be hurting when you are doing the rest of the other manasiks. The train hardly takes about 5 minutes to reach Arafat. As you get to Arafat, we'll talk about how you are going to make to the camp in there. Al Muasim camp pilgrims will depart by buses. Follow the guide, do representative for the directions. As you leave, traffic may flow very slow, and you may find that it gets hot in the bus. Ensure you take cold drinking water and some snacks for your journey. And during this process, particularly for Al Muasim camp, people traveling by bus, delays may occur due to the traffic congestions that are there. Don't panic. You are going to be in the Mina area sometimes at this time. You feel that you are late. Your group leaders and tour will ensure you reach your destination of Arafat before the prescribed time for you to be inside of Arafat. At the Arafat, upon arrival, you will be led to your place of stay. While in Arafat, as I mentioned, there is huge crowds of people all going towards one place. This picture just tells you the immense amount of people that are going to be in one location, all happening on the same time. And you got to be with the group, not get lost. So follow the group, do not leave them behind. If you arrive early, take some time to rest and get some sleep because you would be woken up at the Fajr time in Mina. And by the time you make your way to the train stations, it would probably be around early morning, like 6, 7 o'clock. And by the time you come into Arafat, it is still maybe about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So it's a good time for you to take rest. But it's the case where you are traveling by train. But if you are coming by bus, you are going to be, you coming in late into the camps. Just make sure that you are taking some good rest there. Lunch and snacks will be provided in the tents. Toilets and washrooms will be in all the tents in Arafat area as well. During the course of the day, you should spend as much of time in zikr and ibadah as possible. It is perhaps a day that you will never experience again. So please make the most of it. Here you will be combining the Dhuhr and Asr prayers in the tents, either yourself or in congregation. The two prayers can be combined in the tents at the time of Dhuhr. Remember to supplicate throughout your time. It is a period where du'as are readily accepted, so make the most of the opportunity. It is wajib to stay in Arafat until sunset. Follow your group directions for departure from Arafat. Intense heat in this area, many fatalities due to heat stroke. My advice is do not try to head out towards Jabal the Masjid Al Nimra or any other place. Stay in your tents and do not try to go out. Do not expose yourself for a prolonged long time. Stay as much as you can inside of your tents. Stay hydrated. My advice is use this time to make dua from anywhere. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to accept in as long as you are in the Arafat areas. As we complete the Maghrib time, you will be departing to Muzdalifah, and your stay is going to be in overnight. You will be arriving in Muzdalifah by bus or train. Once again, depending on what route you came from your camps in Al Muasim, Al Majal Kap, you will be departing to Muzdalifah by bus or train, and remain with the group guide. Proceed to the location where you will be stationed. This part of the Hajj involves praying Maghrib and Isha Salah in Muzdalifah, gathering the pebbles for Rami al Jamrat, and spending the night under the open sky. Just to show you how it looks like, that's one area for men, and you take time to go collect the pebbles. I have seen pebbles being also being distributed to the groups in pouches. So if you get it, great. But as a sunnah, go and collect some pebbles yourself. Please note that Muzdalifah has no tents and very limited facilities. So expect minimal service during your stay. There is going to be light refreshment and beverages provided. So use that for your time that you are going to be spending the night in Muzdalifah. Restroom areas are there. Bathrooms are available around the locations, but they are going to be crowded. Just wait patiently and get your turn when it is your turn. Ensure you remain hydrated during your stay in Muzdalifah as the weather is expected to be very hot. Uh, and of course you will be in the open area in there. A sleeping mat and a light dinner will be provided on your way out from Arafat. Boxes of dinner will be provided to you. Spending the night in worship is recommended and full of blessings. Get some well-needed rest in the preparation for the next 3 days of Hajj, as was the practice of our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. All right. See, after we complete our time in Muzdalifah until Fajr, we all stay in Muzdalifah. But at Fajr, we all depart Muzdalifah to Mina. The Prophet ﷺ also made some concessions for individuals who were regarded as weak, such as women, children, and elderly, and they can affirm to leave early. So they can't stay, they don't have to stay, and those there are concessions for those people to depart early from Muzdalifah to Mina, and then they will return back to Mina camp. As for the rest, you will stay in Muzdalifah until Fajr. Pilgrims will once again depart to Mina depending on the group. You will get back in the same transportation that you book, either train or bus. Majority of pilgrims will alight the trains and will come out and will go across to the Rami and complete the pelting of the Jamrat al-Aqaba, the big pillar. The Al Muasim camp pilgrims will be taking the bus or will be walking and will follow directions of the group leader of the tour guide for doing the Rami of Jamrat al Aqaba after you get back to your camp, refreshen up, and then you go back to the Jamrat to complete the pelting of the Jamrat. Ensure during this time you stay hydrated during this walk or use an umbrella to protect yourself. Expect this area to be intensely hot, a heavy crowd of people at the Jamrat. Avoid times of high temperatures during this course in Mecca, in Mina. So I would advise that use the best time, which is going to be slightly less hot, and then go out to complete the rituals of stoning the Jamrat. We will be completing on the 10th to the 12th pelting of the Jamrat al-Aqaba on the 10th of Dhul Hajj. We will complete the hadi, sacrificing the animal. You will get a confirmation for the hadi that you had booked onto your Saudi number. They do normally send text. Even if you don't get text, it is okay to do halaq or taqsir as cutting the hair for the men. Shaving is recommended. Trimming the hair for the women is what is going to be done in any order, first starting by the Rami, but don't have to wait for the Hadi. You can complete the halq and then you can come out of the Ihram state. Tawaf al-Ziyara and Sa'i. Pilgrims will visit Mecca and perform Tawaf and Sa'i. Service provider buses may become available. Again, I'm saying it may become available, but cannot be guaranteed given the conditions that prevail at the time of the 8th and 10th and 11th and 12th of Dhul Hajj. Pilgrims either have to make their own arrangements to either walk or take taxi or use public buses that will be provided by the government. Dhul Hijj on 11th and 12th. These 2 days of Hajj are known as Yamal al-Tashriq, the days of dry meat. Pilgrims continue their pilgrimage with the stoning of the Jamrat. They continue to stay in Mina tents. They will be doing the Rami of all the three Jamrats after the wall, preferably before or after Asr when there should be less of crowd. Proceed to the Jamrat within about and with about the stones that you need to complete the stoning of the Jamrat. Avoid congestion and scrambling while pelting the Jamrat. Very important, brothers and sisters, to note this is where most of the incidents happen. So you want to avoid congestion and scrambling while pelting the stones, particularly for the elderly, sick, women. You can appoint someone on your behalf to pelt the Jamrat. If it becomes of a difficulty for any one of you, it is okay, it is permissible, and we will be talking about this in more details in our Hajj and ritual sessions, inshallah. All right, after you cut your hair, you exit the state of Ihram and proceed to Mecca, where you will perform the Tawaf al-Ziyarah. This is the Sunnah method, albeit the most physically and mentally demanding option. As I said, buses may not become available. You probably will have to walk. You will probably have to wait until a good time for you to go into Mecca. The Haram area will be packed because all the pilgrims at the same time want to perform Tawaf al Ziyarah. It is permissible also to delay this till the 11th and do it until the 12th also. So it should be performed after Fajr on the 10th and before sunset on the 12th of Zilhijjah, although performing it on the 12th is advisable. You will learn more about this from our teacher Abu Muhammad Al Maghribi in our sessions that we are going to have next week. It is advisable to travel to Mecca by bus or taxi as you need the energy to perform the tawaf and sa'i. Dur is very unlikely to arrange a coach to take you to Mecca because pilgrims will be performing at the various rituals at different points in the day. We will plan to do it as a group inshallah, but let's it all depends on different various conditions that are sometimes beyond our control. If you plan to walk, the distance from Jamrat to Al Masjid Al Haram is approximately about 3 miles and may take about an hour and a half to go back to Mecca and then return back. Traveling back to Mina and spending the nights on the 10th, 11th, and 12th Dhul Hajj is a sunnah, and you can complete your Hajj by staying on till until the 11th and returning back to Mecca on the 12th. As was the case with traveling to Mecca, buses may not be available, so you should be taking private transportation, hire a taxi, or take a walk. Avoid high times of temperature during the day and crowds in Mecca. As I said, it's going to be crowded, so please make sure that you are following directions. Seek advice from your group leader as you head out to Tawaf al Ziyarah. Departing from Mina to Mecca, pelting off must be performed after Zawal on the 12th and before Fajr on the 13th. Pilgrims can choose to leave on the 12th or the 13th of Zilhijjah. Our groups will all depart on the 12th of Zilhijjah and we will complete our Hajj at that point of time. If you want to leave for Mecca after you have performed Rami, you should do so before sunset. Although not necessary, it is desirable to remain in Mina on the 13th of Zilhijjah and perform Rami on this day. By this point, the all rites of Hajj should have been completed. That's the last day of Zul Hajj. Pilgrims will start departing from Mina to the respective hotels in Mecca. Pilgrims will be transported by bus to the respective hotels in Mecca. You may also use private transport or also walk. Traveling by bus is what is recommended. Congestions of the traffic is expected. Vehicular traffic can be chaotic during this period of time, so be patient and stay yourself hydrated with a lot of fluids being taken in. We'll move in quickly to stay in for our stay in Mecca or Azizia, depending on your package. You will return back to the hotels where you had checked back in, where you started back from Mecca. All pilgrims will be checked back into the respective hotels, except in cases of the shifting packages where their hotels is different than the one we had in Mecca. All pilgrims will prepare for departure depending on the package and end dates. This is the time you want to start packing your stuff for your departure times. If you plan to stay in Mecca for a few more days, you may perform normal ibadah as you did before the days of Hajj. Prior to departure, one more thing that you will be doing is Tawaf al-Wida, the farewell Tawaf, also known as Tawaf al-Sadr, is the last rite before departure from Mecca. It is wajib and must be performed before leaving the boundaries of Haram. More details will be provided in our next session. Tawaf al-Wida may be performed anytime after Tawaf al-Ziyarah, although it is preferred that it is performed before departure from Mecca. Departure from Mecca to Jeddah. Depending on your package and dates and flight times, the pilgrims will be grouped to travel by bus early in the morning after breakfast, depending if the flight is later or if the flight is later in the evening, you probably be staying there until the checkout time. You will need to be ready to check out of the hotel room. Collect all your belongings and luggage before you check out of the hotel. Your group guides will be providing information about the bus pickup time. All luggage will be transported to the Jeddah airport by a separate truck. Let your guide know about any custom flight departures so that we can make arrangements for your dropping at the Jeddah airport. On way to the airport, you will be stopping at checkpoints. Please remain seated in your bus until all official checks are done. This is going to happen for all the bus. So you will be in the bus until the officials complete their due diligence. Here you can also purchase the Zamzam water. Every passenger is entitled for carrying one 5 liter of Zamzam water can. You will have to pay for this one and be able to pick the Zamzam water to be checked in along with your package to your destinations. On arrival at the airports, ensure you pick up the luggage and proceed to the airline's counter to complete the formalities of the luggage check-in and get their boarding pass. Reach your respective airline gate for departure to your destinations. Upon arrival to your destination, please message your guide of your reaching home, inshallah.